farmers to get local varieties only from 2026. Eric Opoku, the Minister of Food and Agriculture, is pictured here and making these very emphatic statements. The story is by Kester Abram Crunchy. We'll get the details for you shortly. Prioritize your health, exercise regularly. As a Chief of Staff to men. That story on page 13. Graphic Business Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting today. They are seeking to inform us about that. And MG Dialogue experts share mixed views on lifestyle audit law. That story on page 20. We'll get the details of that as well for you this morning here on the 3FM Sunrise. The Ghanaian Times as well. Be transparent, accountable in managing state resources. Speaker tells public servants. It comes with a picture of him. The story is on page 12 of the paper. Justice Bafo Boni is also pictured here. It says, adopt ADR to hasten dispute resolution. He's a Chief Justice. Story is on page 11. Ghana to save over $127 million annually from restrictions on raw rubber exports. How are we going to do that? Perhaps we'll get the details of the story from the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasia Latofos, in that story on page 14 as well. Health financing system risks collapse from NCD's burden. Dr. Entry, that's non-communicable diseases. That's the cancers, the kidney diseases, and what have you. That threatens really budgetary funding and financing system for the country's health infrastructure, because it's very expensive, very, very expensive. We've worked the numbers on dialysis. Johnny has worked that quite consistently as to what that could mean for the average Ghanaian and their pockets, and it's no mean joke in terms of what the numbers would look like. The New Finder is another of such papers that I have. Gold holds above $4,060 as traders await key U.S. economic data. Also here, financial expert urges stronger push for value-added exports. Ghana to earn extra $60 million annually as U.S. lifts 15% tariff on cocoa exports. That's quite substantial, 60 million. IFC World Bank says Ghana can revive capital market growth. And then we know as well that the overseer is here. Ghana to build 1,200 megawatt state-owned power plant. I think we heard that clip as well in the business news segment. It's the Finance Minister who's been saying this. Also, Ghana to introduce blockchain gold traceability system by 2026. Sami Jimfi, he's the CEO of Gold Board. Coming up, students' laptops contract. How KA Technologies failed to meet its obligation. You know, I always say when they say coming up, it means something is brewing in the pot and it's cooking hot, and they'll deliver it to you as and when. It's also an invitation to treat and to be informed. Our Greek Minister announces 154 million euros investment by government of Italy to transform large-scale commercial agriculture in the country. We'll get the details of that as well. Then I have Ghana's favorite newspaper, the Daily Guide, here as well. The big banner story, Mahama to remove EC chair deputies. And that will make you always have a smile on your face when you read the Daily Guide's headlines. Small-scale mining contributes 53% gold, $9 billion Forex. Sami Jemfi saying this. To get life in prison for killing cop. U.S. lifts 15% tariffs on Ghana's agri products. And court orders Bandai parliamentary polls rerun. So those are the big stories on the respective papers for you. It is time for us to delve into the details. I may have missed bits and pieces of some of the overseers' front page stories. And so Ministry of Gender, Children, Social Protection commemorates 2025 World Children's Day with 7th National Children's Parliament sitting. comes with a picture of the minister. And Ghana to launch food brigade, enroll 10,000 youth in national service for agriculture. That's also on the Overseer newspaper. I want to start off with the Daily Graphic, and none of the papers is really conveying the mood of the country this morning in terms of protest and what is expected, or the tango between the Office of the Special Prosecutor and Ghanaians, if I can call it that. But we will seek to bring you those details when we get on to 3news.com and some of the other online portals for you as well this morning, because we know there are marches expected in part of the capital today, with a petition expected to be served on the president, as some Ghanaians have dubbed the new protest agronifem, seeking to, amongst many other things, demand action from the special prosecutor, and also say they are not quite pleased with the work that he's been doing. And so there you have it on 3news.com. The big story there: ofori-Atta's lawyers accuse OSP of misleading public over Interpol red notice removal. That story is there. Also, in Takrady, there's quite a number of developments there. But in Nkokon project, 13,000 farmers in 12 selected districts received 720,000 beds, as according to the Agric Minister. Election Watch calls on National Election Security Task Force to take interest in NPP primaries. Music in the operating theatre cuts anesthetic drug deeds. There's a study that's revealing that. Also, on myjoyonline.com, MIF board blows 11 million cedis on unapproved foreign trips as confidential audit exposes massive breach. EC staffer behind petition against Jean Mensah and deputies removal interdicted. Attorney General backs Wesley Girls SHS in Supreme Court case over alleged religious discrimination. Those are the stories here. And City Newsroom, EU to Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, accelerate cocoa reforms or risk market losses. And so those are the online reviews as done for you as well. We can begin to seek to get a bit more in terms of the details for you. That Pandai rerun, there's the Agric Minister who's been speaking as well in some great detail on a number of the developments within the sector. That's where I'll start off from, even as the rest of the guys make their way into the studio with us this morning. Farmers to get local varieties from 2026, and the story, like I mentioned, is by Kester Abram Crunchy. And it reads that the Ministry of Food and Agriculture will from next year supply only locally sourced seeds to Ghanaian farmers, according to the sector minister Eric Opoku. He said the move would mark a strategic shift towards seed sovereignty as a cornerstone of national food security. Without seed sovereignty, there can be no food security, Mr. Opoku said when he took his turn at the Government Accountability Series at the Presidency in Accra yesterday. The minister outlined a comprehensive plan to end the recurring crisis of delayed imported seeds that arrived after the planting season. Mr. Opoku revealed that the new policy was being driven by significant partnership with international allies, and he stated, amongst many other things, that they will seek to. He stated that the support of the Korea Plant Industries Association, COPIA, Ghanaian farmers were undergoing intensive training in seed production. Also, simultaneously, Korea Rural Corporation was also developing irrigation and infrastructure on 100 hectares of land to support rice seed production to ensure sustainability and affordability. The Korea Institute for Advancement of Technology has commissioned a 1 megawatt solar farm to power the irrigation systems with technology support from the ministry. And so it looks like we're entering into quite a lot of partnerships with Korea on the front of agriculture. I also want to share this story with you because it's one that we supervised here at Media General. Story on page 20. MG Dialogue experts share mixed views on lifestyle audit law. The story is by Juliet Echar Safo. It reads that a partner at PwC Ghana, George Ahi, has called for the enactment of a new law that supports lifestyle audits in the country. He said currently the country had no such laws to provide guidelines and punishment for individuals who abuse their position to acquire wealth. In Ghana, we don't have a law. That's where we fall short. We have the asset declaration form, which says that you must declare your assets before you assume office. Every 4 years, you must declare them again, and upon leaving, you must declare. But that's where it ends. So after the declaration, what next? He questioned. He further stated that the absence of a comprehensive law in the country limited effectiveness of lifestyle audits. Mr. Ahi was speaking at the Media General Dialogues organized, or the MG Dialogues organized by Media General in Accra yesterday. It was on the theme, Lifestyle Audits Enhancing Public Service Ethics. There were quite a number of individuals. There were some who said no law was needed. Meanwhile, a governance and legal reforms advocate, Dr. David Ofosu, said there was no need for the country to enact another law. To him, for a new institution to start lifestyle audit will create a conflict with institutions such as the GRA, IOCO, the OSP, and the Attorney General, as well as the Ghana Police Service, among other institutions. And there's a quote here: you cannot use illegal means to gather information. You cannot use hacking and all sorts of things to gather information about individuals in the lifestyle audit because it's not supported by law. Good morning, Sixus. I trust that you're well.
It is well.
Has always been. Actually.
Has always been. God is good. We move.
Yeah, we do that. On other matters from that event, it was interesting having different individuals share different thoughts as to whether or not there's a need for a lifestyle audit. But this is where we are, and the big question being asked as to whether or not a lifestyle audit is important.
I think that debate has come up before.
It will come up every now
and then. It's not ending anytime soon, actually. Because, look, Mawina, the concern basically is that we are in the communities with friends. We know their houses or their homes. They get small appointments, and boom, we can't even talk to them again. There are a lot of examples that have been cited that I cannot mention here, where people are struggling to pay their rent. They have no cars. But the moment they get close to power, political power, what is supposed to be public service, then everything changes. You see that they have lots and lots of mansions. And they ride the latest cars. They don't drive, or they ride in comfort and luxury. And then you ask yourself, even if this person is earning that much in that position, it would take the person a period of time and amount of money to be able to accumulate what they got. Which is why it is necessary for us to have that lifestyle audit. Whether we need a new law for that or not, there must be benchmarks, for which I think there are. Look, let's look at the asset declaration regime. The law says at present that before you take office, you declare your assets. And upon the expiration of your office, whether by termination or by natural cause, again, you declare your assets. The idea is for us all to be able to compare what you had prior to occupying the office to what you have at the point of exiting the office. So we see, could you have reasonably acquired the properties that you acquired, or lived the kind of life that you lived in the course of your public service? That's the question we need to be answering. And the law allows you to be able to say that my name is Mawena. I've been appointed as Deputy Chair of Electoral Commission. Prior to taking up this office, I own 2 plots of land at Chado, 1 plot of land at East Legon Hills, and 3 plots of land at Nema. I also have a Bentley and a Ford. These are the things that I have. You declare them, then you enter the office. By the time you come out of office, let's say you run a 4-year term or course, then you attained your retirement age, then you are coming out of office. Then you declare again. In addition to the 2 plots of land I already had at Chado, I have added 1 more plot or 2 more plots. Then the comparison is made between the before and the after. And we ask ourselves, as Deputy Chair Electoral Commission, you were earning 50,000 cedis a month.
Why Deputy Chair of Electoral Commission?
As Chair Electoral Commission,
why Electoral Commission?
Electoral Commission is before me, it's on the paper.
We will get into it.
I'm just using an example. Why you? No. I have friends at the Electoral Commission.
I do too.
Okay. So they don't have a problem with me using them as
I'm not saying anybody has a problem. I'm just saying why.
In flowing forward, then we are able to compare. You were on a salary scale of 50,000 cedis, base pay for maybe. Then you had allowances, maybe you had a car allowance that would give you 10,000 cedis a month. And you have been in office for, let's say, 3 years. So 10,000 cedis a month, you are probably saving this allowance over the period of 4 years. So you are able to buy a Bugatti. The Shatawale car is what? The yellow car. Lamborghini.
Rolls Royce.
No, it's not a Royce.
No.
The yellow one.
The yellow one?
It's a Lambo.
Okay, I have to check. Anyway, it's not a Rolls Royce.
No, it's not a Rolls. But since you've mentioned Rolls Royce,
it's not a Rolls Royce. It's not a Rolls Royce.
So yes, over the course of these 3 years, you have saved this amount. You've saved 10,000 cedis every month, and you've been able to buy a Rolls Royce by the time you are leaving office. Then you have no problem with anybody. But you come into office, you are secretary in the office of the minister, or you are the minister's right-hand man, as we call them. Then you prior to coming, your boss coming into office, you had nothing. Then suddenly we see you riding the latest Land Cruiser, the 2025 edition. Then we're asking ourselves, or the Lexus. Then we're asking ourselves, how did you earn this? In fact, per your position, you don't even have a salary. So this is the problem. We've heard about people at the seat of government who have acquired buildings. We couldn't even count them. And we ask ourselves, how much is this person earning that he could afford to acquire these ones?
Was it a divorce or something that threw into the limelight?
I want to make my point without mentioning names.
I haven't mentioned names. Okay. I said we're here when was it a divorce that threw in?
The fact of the matter is that the asset declaration regime is supposed to allow us to do that job. Unfortunately for us, the asset declaration regime is so opaque. So it's between you and your appointor. So you file, then only the receiving authority knows what is inside the document. So the rest of us, we have no idea.
All right.
You can come and tell, but I had these things. We can't tell because we have no access to the documents. And so if there's even a whistleblower who wants to take you on, the person will not be able to do so because really, the person doesn't know what you declared, what your worth was before you took up office, and what your worth is at the time that your appointment was terminated. So we may only have to amend laws to cater for such other areas like lifestyle audit.
Lifestyle
so that
audit.
per your lifestyle alone, we can take you on. So you come into office, deputy chairman of EC. Then you are traveling, taking holidays to Dubai, to the Maldives.
Let's do the EC now.
Thank you. Mahama to remove EC chair deputies.
That part. Enter the
relax for me.
Enter the thing because that's where you want to
Okay,
go.
so this is carried by Ghana's favorite paper. It is on page.
I've told them already. You enter the
Marina
details, because that's what you want to do. That you mention easy.
The story by Enes Kofi Adu says a staff member of the Electoral Commission, EC, Joseph Blankson Edumaji, right, has petitioned President John Dramani Mahama to trigger the constitutional process for the removal of EC chairperson Jean Mensah and her two deputies, Dr. Bosman Eric Asari and Samuel Tete, over alleged misconduct. In a statement issued yesterday, Mr. Adumeji said the petition was submitted pursuant to Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution, the same provision under which President Mahama recently removed the Chief Justice, Gertrude Araba Esaba Tokuno. Although he declined to disclose full details of the petition citing constitutional restrictions, he confirmed that it is anchored on 12 counts of stated misbehavior. I'm trying to get a statement itself.
He issued a statement
yesterday.
The Ghanaian
yes, I want to just read that from our platform so that we know exactly, because the story in itself is scaled from that statement. So the statement signed by the gentleman himself is titled Public Statement for Immediate Release. I wish to inform the general public that I, Joseph Blankson, or if you are from the other side, you say Joseph Blankson.
What's the other side?
The other side. A citizen of the Republic of Ghana and staff of the Electoral Commission have submitted a formal petition to the President of Ghana in accordance with Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution, seeking the removal of Mrs. Jean Adukoy Mensah, Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Dr. Bosman Eric Asari, Deputy Chairperson Corporate Services, and Mr. Samuel Tete, Deputy Chairperson Operations, from office. Without disclosing the content of the petition in accordance with law, the petition cites 12 counts of stated misbehavior, including cronyism, abuse of office, and gross incompetence, which have collectively undermined public confidence in the Electoral Commission and pose a threat to the credibility, independence, and integrity of Ghana's electoral process. This action is taken in the supreme interest of the 1992 Constitution, accountable governance, and preservation of the dignity of the Electoral Commission. So, 3 reasons. Supreme interest of the 1992 Constitution, accountable governance, and preservation of the dignity of the Electoral Commission. I have, therefore, respectfully prayed the President of the Republic of Ghana to act in accordance with his constitutional duty by referring the petition to the Chief Justice for the determination of a prima facie case. I remain committed to upholding the principles of transparency, fairness, and integrity in our democratic institution. It is signed personally by him, dated 24th day of November 2025 in Accra.
Now I want you to read how the paper described or captured the headline again.
Mahama to remove EC chair deputies. And this is according to Ghana's favorite newspaper.
And then the individual who is doing the action
petition to remove.
Oh,
it is.
But I mean, apart from the, and also, Mawena, good morning. You got a haircut. It's a fresh haircut.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Sisters, you also got a haircut?
No, I have had this since Thursday.
Sorry, I didn't notice it on Thursday, but I've noticed it now. Anyways, good to see you both. I suppose the daily graphic, the
Do you
daily
want to
guide.
pay for it?
Yeah, I can pay for your next haircut. That is true. How much is the haircut these days?
Charlie, man, you know balance. So see how she said it.
I can pay for
Because-
that.
I can pay for the haircut.
Because it's just 30 Ghana.
Oh, 30 Ghana.
Yes, 30
Oh,
Ghana.
then you guys have it easy. Oh. These days, washing. Come on, washing. Okay, depending on where you wash your hair, 40 Ghana. If it's somewhere bougie, 50, 60. If you want to take it.
Can we all just cut our hair
Then for the 30 Ghana, I should walk around with this kind of, what do you call this
to look
style?
nice on you?
Yeah. The daily guide wants to tell us that by mere fact that this individual has petitioned, it's a foregone conclusion.
Yes.
Goodbye, Madam
Yes.
Jean. Goodbye,
Yeah. That's
Eric
the point.
Bossman. And
Yes.
goodbye.
That's the point Maureen
That's
is
the point
making.
I'm
Yes.
trying to that.
Yes.
I mean, it cannot. Let's not draw. I don't like to be a hypocrite, or I don't want to be like to play the ostrich or anything.
Uh-huh.
But making such for like they're making the thing look like he's set to, he is bound to,
In
he
fact,
is
it
about
sounds,
to.
the headline sounds like everything is done.
Exactly.
And the only outcome right now is their removal.
There could be a determination there is no prima facie case, because this will have to go to the current Chief Justice.
Yes.
Because when the petition comes to the president, he can't do anything about it. This one doesn't require his input or his consultation with the Council of State. When the thing comes straight, if you are the Chief Justice Paul Bafuboni, you call it. It says collect it. They brought a petition. Take. That's what
One might say, wow, such impeccable timing. We have sworn in our latest CJ.
I mean,
This petition comes in
everything and the timing
right on time.
Everything and the timing there.
We're in the month of what? December. November.
Relax.
You are in a
relax.
hurry to go and do dirty December. So
Listen,
you are rushing us into
because
December.
next Monday is first. Hello.
Yeah, I suspect so.
Yeah. Right on time for the Bonya Bonanza. So one might ask,
He says he suspects so. Meanwhile, he's checking his account every 2 minutes.
who?
Mawina.
I'm telling you, as am I. So that's what the Daily Guide wants to say. I'm also checking my
So
accounts.
point is that editor of the Daily Guide newspaper, Jamila Akwele, are we being fair to the petition? Nah.
And even
See,
DJ Abiam
wait.
has a new shirt. What's going on? New haircuts all around. Is that how you guys celebrated Men's Day? You know, Men's
When
Day
was
was
Men's Day?
21st November.
Oh,
So
you
men,
didn't tell us.
so men, when your day comes, you don't organize cake for
Please,
yourself,
please,
no
please,
party,
please,
no
please.
nothing.
When your day comes, are we not the ones who organize for
Don't
you?
lie. International
Lie
Women's
about
Day.
Yeah,
What
but
are
we
we
celebrate.
not?
We ourselves organize our own
If we
conference,
say,
ladies'
if we
days.
force you to do it, then you bring us boxer shorts.
But Men's Day came and none of you wished each other happy
And it's
International Men's
Kofi
Day.
Adu. It is not fair. It's still a petition. The headline is something else. It's
Well,
something else.
There's a lot proven.
How has the Daily Graphic captured that? Or is
The
not
Daily
captured
Graphic
that?
actually did not capture the story.
And the Ghanaian
The
Times.
Ghanaian Times as well did not. I'll be very
Okay.
honest.
Any other paper with that?
Any other paper which captured the story?
The story, yes.
No, there are two other papers there.
No,
Let's see.
No.
None of them captured.
Overseer doesn't have it.
Nope.
Hey, you people don't want to give eyes and ears to.
Uh,
I've gone to it. It looks like it's a daily guide.
So only Daily Guide has a story.
Yes, Daily Guide is only
Well,
paper.
at least all the papers that we have so
yes,
far.
the papers we have this morning.
Maybe some others have taken
some
an
others
interest in
could,
this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there is interesting development in Pandai as well. Yesterday, the court ordered a rerun of the parliamentary elections there. And for now, we're yet to see that declaration by, is it the speaker or subsequently the Electoral Commission being notified. But we know an appeal has been filed.
That's right.
I didn't quite get if there was a stay.
No, so the lawyer has taken steps to file the notice of appeal.
Right.
And follow that up with an application for stay. The notice, because at this point they don't have the certified true copy of the judgment, and so, which is what you will need to include in your processes. And so notice And per the rules, notice is what can be served now.
Yeah.
So from what we got yesterday, the notice of appeal has already been served, and that is accompanied with the application for a stay. Until that application is determined, and also remember that this information would have to come from the Electoral Commission to the House. Are we still together?
Of course.
We are here.
Oh, okay. You see the smile on his phone, on his face.
That's the
It's
haircut.
distracting me. It's not the haircut.
That's what I'm
Somebody's
saying. He
sending
got
me,
the
chatting
haircut. The
somebody.
haircut came, then the text came after.
Ah,
Put
okay.
2 and 2 together.
Okay,
Are you with
let's
me?
stay together. Okay, let's stay together.
Yeah.
And let's do this together. Walk with me. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So that's the latest. I was listening to the lawyer for the, shall I say, NPP side. He said he had this notice in his back pocket because he had picked
It's
intel.
not the MPP side. The
It's for
lawyer
the-
is for.
It's for which
It's for
side?
the MP. It's not for the MPP.
And the MP belongs to
you see,
But
you
the
are doing
MPP
the same exact thing you are accusing the daily guide of.
which is
doing.
what?
Of drawing conclusions.
I saw
you
him
shouldn't be
flanked
drawing.
by their youth and
It's,
their
Deputy General Secretary.
Deputy General Secretary. What was he doing there?
No, they have the party
No, I think
certainly
both
has an
parties
interest
had
in
an
the
interest.
case.
Ah, okay.
the big
But
wigs
the
from
MP is his client.
Lawyer for the
Not-
MP,
Thank
not
you.
for the party. I beg your pardon. He said he had this notice in his back pocket, like any good
Yeah, he
lawyer
said he suspected
would.
that,
Yes.
that the thing will go south.
He said they had picked intel on the ground already. But the now
When he
no
said
longer
that, It
MP.
reminded me of Eduji Tamaklo, director of legal. You know, the plenty cases they had at the time.
Yeah.
He said he would enter courtroom on a matter, but with an application in his pocket.
In the pockets.
If the judge says, "Fin," he said, "My lord, we have this one too." Let's continue.
It spoils nothing if you're always prepared, eh? You're
No, you
always
should
prepared for every-
always,
Oh, you
in
must
cases
be
like
prepared.
this, you should always be prepared.
Yeah.
You must be prepared.
You should always be prepared. But you see, this also toes the same line that we have seen, the continual suspicion of the justice system, that nothing good can come out of the courts. So we are always ready to fight it. I think at the same press conference, the lawyer said that we respect the court, but this one there, no, we won't
They
take it.
disagree, yeah.
Because we picked intel. Intel suggests
Yes.
that there was going to be.
Yeah, but I think those words were quite strong.
Very
say
strong.
That, to say that your
Very
intel
strong.
I don't know what
suggests-
intel they even picked.
your intel suggests the judgment will go against you, presupposes intelligence that something ulterior may have occasioned the judgment as was delivered, but it's not within our remit. So we're just here and saying that, look, it raises a bit of eyebrows in that regard.
But it appears he seemed to suggest that they have a solid case, and he wonders why they lost, and that is the reason he's immediately going on appeal on this particular one, because he said they have all the pink sheets.
He said
Their side, they have all the
152 or
things.
something like that. Yeah.
Then the other side was, in fact, every party in this case has a full complement of the pink sheet. And
Your microphone is deciding to do its own thing, sir.
happy am.
I think you have to chuck it on the table.
Let me hold
But I
it.
think it's come off from the top.
Oh, okay.
Fix that, and then we'll.
And if you
No.
have that,
You have to do it properly. I've muted it so that you can do it properly, so the noise. doesn't come on there.
Oh, fantastic. What would we do without Abia?
So that's been sorted now.
It's what? Okay, good. Thank you. So if they have the full complement, and the judge was guided by the evidence before him, he shouldn't have come to that conclusion that he came to. That is the reason he gives for trying to appeal or appealing this particular decision. And so let's see how it comes off.
Will the minority side be already feeling demoralized? Or right now, do you think that they've become used to a string of misfortune, especially as far as Parliament is concerned.
They can't feel demoralized at this time. Nyandam is one of the oldest in the house.
Yeah,
And he's one of the reliable pair of hands on their side. You see, if they come for your...
He's been MP since 2012, lost in 2020, and then returned this year. And
so with such experience, if they come for him, the side cannot say, we are tired, this one, let's draw our hands in the air.
I mean, you think that they'll have the energy to put up another good fight?
Yes,
No,
in fact, I expect a lot of energy on this one. I expect a lot of energy.
When the House returns today, I expect there to be quite the commentary
on this. Because it's not...
From the minority on this one.
Take away NPP, NDC. He's one of the solid guys on their side.
But
I think he's even in leadership. He chairs one of the committees.
Right now, he says that
ranking on one of
his main concern is that government machinery will be used, marshaled up against him. That is his main concern now.
Unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately, but that's the case. In a by-election, I mean, that always comes to play.
This will not be a by-election. This will be a rerun.
I mean, the entire machinery of the state in whatever election when a government has been formed already is expected to be the case.
And you can't begrudge him that opinion that this is going to be even tougher now, almost, shall I say, a year in. Things are not looking too shabby on the part of the government. The constituents are being wooed with all manner of goodies. They'll ask you, do you want to vote for somebody who cannot expedite your needs, who cannot bring some juicy goodies to you? Or do you want to vote for somebody who can potentially, more likely than not, bring you some juicy goodies right to your doorstep, aka they'll tell you about Papa. So I think Nyandam is going to have a battle.
So it doesn't presuppose he if that rerun should happen, he'd lose. I mean, we've seen incumbents go into elections and the constituents said, look, we do not believe that you will serve our best interest, and so we'll give it to the opposition. I was at Asin North.
All I'm saying is that the battle might be tougher this time round.
Yes. As for tough, there is always tough. It's always tough. But I'm just seeking to make the point as well that it's not all doom and gloom for him if that rerun were to happen. If Nyandam, that's what I'm saying. If. Because obviously they are challenging this, and then it will go to the Court of Appeal, and then there will be 3 justices of the Superior Court and panel to hear the matters. And so
he's ranking member on the Information and Communications Committee, and he's also member of the Petitions Committee of Parliament. He is. Oh, this is not cool. 1st December is his birthday.
That's on Monday.
That's on Monday. Oh, and this one there, give it to him as a birthday present.
How can you tell me this story?
He's from Kumde. He's a Christian. He holds a master degree international from Kofi Annan. Actually, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, that is it about him. He's made a number of statements. World Radio Day, he made a statement. He had a statement on devastating bushfires in Pandai, state of Ghana's forest reserves and water bodies. So he's been quite active person. He's been active
on the floor of the House. But away from all of that, today there's a protest dubbed Agronefem, to which the activities on the ground.
The game is on the floor.
The game is on the floor. Apostle Abraham Lincoln is the lead organizer.
The man of God has left the pulpit.
He will join us in a few in the studio for a conversation. But there is crazy pressure on the office of the special prosecutor and the office and the person, I should say, Kisi Jabin, because yesterday investigative journalist Manasseh Azuri-Awene also came out with some details and says today his own investigations is seeking to suggest, amongst many other things, that no action was taken on the petition for an investigation into the SML scandal until this year. That's what it is wanting to look like, and he says he will come up with the full details a lot later today. There is that protest, there is Martin Kebu's invitation because he's been on the neck of the office for quite a while. You don't want to be the special prosecutor today.
In fact, throughout the last 3 months, it would not have been the most comfortable position for you. Where does the demo start and where does it end?
Obra Sports, which is the home of
demos. That's the demo hub.
Yes, that's the home. That's where it starts. That's where you always.
Okay.
When Obra Sport was Obra Sport.
Yeah. As Obra Sport lost its power.
Now it's no longer Obra Sport. It's really now Kwame Nkrumah, PBL Kwame Nkrumah.
Dubai has taken over.
Okay.
It used to be the proper Obra Sports.
Okay, so they'll start at Obra.
But we still call it Obra Sports, and they will end up at the Jubilee.
Yes.
Okay.
Jubilee House, where they are expected to.
Are they allowed to go there also? We've now it's now settled.
Well, some administrations are more tolerant than others. But you see, back to the point, media, you know where I stand on this matter.
So you will not be in attendance.
No. If you are saying we should scrap the office of the special prosecutor, I'm not even listening to you.
Okay.
If you say we should remove Kissie Ejabeng from the office because of his handling or because he has not been candid to Ghanaians on the ofori-Atta matter, we can have a conversation.
Who should go first, Otto-Addo or Kissie Ejabeng?
I would even ask this. Otto-Addo.
I beg you. Let's remain on this.
Sorry for the digression. So, are we expecting a big turnout? I can't gauge. The sentiment online is good, but I mean,
I honestly am not expecting it.
I'm not expecting a turnout, but I don't know.
And which is why I have a problem with your earlier statement, Mawina, that reflecting the sentiments of Ghanaians. No.
But you've tested the pulse.
When I say no.
Only everyday Ghanaian Kasa OSP. They are not feeling him.
Yeah, take me to where, like the context in which I use that.
No, you were talking about the papers. I don't know whether the papers or the portals. You were the papers which have captured, or the news which have captured the action this morning.
I think that's the sentiment on the ground.
Because look, yesterday, all throughout the day, all throughout last week, and for a considerable period of time, there's been conversations about the office of the special prosecutor.
Online.
Not just online. When you open the phone lines today, and which we will do in a couple of minutes.
Oh no, that started long ago. That started
exactly.
And
that's
I think it was on the same strength. Martin Amidu even wrote the last episode.
Martin Amidu has actually. There's a lot of Martins in the sphere, so it sometimes gets us confused. And so I say that there's been considerable pressure on him, and it's reflective of the general sentiment. And yesterday I was making a point that look, the interest has peaked even the more because of the course of action in by himself he's taken, putting him on a red notice, and the red notice has been there for a while. He says he wants the man to be here. The man has not been here, and people are asking when he makes a post on X. I will not say I'm on Facebook as frequent as I'm on Twitter. When he makes a post, people are asking, when is ofori-Atta coming? I'm being honest.
On completely unrelated matters.
Exactly. And on every such post, sometimes they respond, sometimes they do not respond. But there is considerable interest. I mean, we'll be playing the ostrich if we say there's not. And yesterday I was making the point that it is because of persons expecting him to take action on areas where he cannot, like economic downturn, which everybody experience. You cannot prosecute ofori-Atta over that. But there is an issue that has come up, and so everybody say, if all such matters...
No, that is even debatable, whether you can prosecute or not, because if government... It is my money. If government use my money in some
I'm just making the point. I'm just making
a
the
loss
point.
to me, I can take you on.
That's fair. I'm just making the point that on the face value, that is not a subject matter of possible litigation or possible prosecution.
It's a very big subject matter.
No, I'm making the point. I don't disagree with you. I'm saying that on the face value right now, it is not a subject matter of prosecution or litigation or anybody saying. I know there's a gentleman who decided to take on the Bank of Ghana because of the mismanagement and the foreign. We have to try and get an update as to that case. That is an individual taking on the DOG, not the finance minister or whatever course of action. And so on the face value, there's no such thing.
Even that case, the person didn't sue the BOG as BOG. He sued the BOG, the previous governor of the BOG.
Yeah, I see that.
So that case is even speaking to the competence of the governor.
Yes, and so there can be an action of such a nature.
Yes.
All I'm saying is that there is no such action now. It presupposes. Okay, I'll not say it presupposes. There is no such action now, but there is one where the special prosecutor says there has been wrongdoing here, which the law can take care of. And people say, because we can't take action, we can't advisedly do this for us here. And if you don't do this for us, we will be disappointed. If you can't
kill a cow for me, give me a goat.
Exactly. And we will be so displeased with you if you don't do this for us, which is the albatross on his neck right now. And it has not helped him with the commentary of the Attorney General over the last period that he said we should extradite somebody and the docket was not there, and people came to ask, what is the docket? When you said, and I think what worsened it.
You can't choke the man.
No, because the pressure was on him.
That exercise was ongoing.
There was actually something on the office of the Attorney General, and they also had to explain that this is
exactly. And now, I think what
the honourable Sremsai.
What puts the pressure on the OSP was when the SP in that engagement with KSM said. We watched him leave, and agencies we were helpless with that. And if you've listened to Martin Pebu and you are listening to the others, that is what made everybody say,
Martin Pebu says that in the face of this helplessness, the SP should have become a gongon and say, hey, Ghana for Munsorio. I don't know what exactly should have been the content, though.
And I have been in places where conversations have been had by lawyers and some others who say that, look, there were courses of action he could have taken.
For example,
within those, he could have sought a warrant, he could have got anything, because we know the OSP has the powers to arrest.
That's right.
He could have done any of that. When his investigation was on, and that has brought pressure on him.
We still quite don't get the point. I'm not holding brief for him.
Oh no,
you quite don't get the point that he made about the government of the day and why he was constrained.
What is he saying plain? Like
what he
decode it for us.
When he said what he said plain is that Akufo-Addo, as president of the Republic of Ghana, would not have permitted him to deal with an appointee, no less a person like Ken Ofori-Atta. That is what he said plain. You get it? But coming back to the point that I have always made, and yes, so if we understood that statement, maybe I would agree with Martin Pebu when he says that at that point, he should have found a way to blow the whistle. And
because
you have a lot of people in the media.
Exactly.
You
like
could have just called some don't even call a press conference. You could have just called some journalists. Look, this is what we are struggling with. You can blow this for us.
I just want to add that it makes it look worse, which is why there's so much anger, whatever you want to call it, that the person there before him did what is being suggested to him to do.
Yes.
He quickly wrote an epistle and fired everybody and said, I did this work. They said I should temper or I should hold on and I shouldn't do this thing. This is what the president of the republic is saying, and I will not do it.
Kisi Agyemang has given you a flavor of that before already. He's told you he's a lonely bird in this fight. No,
which is the other point I'm coming to. You see, but just to conclude on that one, it's the only agreement probably I have with the Leonard Martin Pebu when he said that you were so helpless, you were so lonely, you could have done something beyond just folding your arms and crying wolf. You could have done. There's a lot in this society. Today's Ghana that there are so many bloggers who are
press conference to make their name.
That's what
unless the office has isolated itself from the media.
But they are always in the media. They watch. They are always writing to us.
Terms.
Yes, but they know the power of social media.
When you want to get into the actions, I mean, you can't.
They are always in the media on their own terms.
Yeah.
If they don't organize a press conference, and you won't hear from them.
Right.
If you don't hear the director
Sami
Dako, calling into key points to make an intervention, which is something he likes to do a lot. You see, and that brings me to the other point that I keep making, that look, a chunk of this problem is from the communications from the OASP. When you communicate and you communicate plenty, people are already, I listened to the excerpts from the spaces. I told you I couldn't follow. And some of the responses, with all due respect, Same didn't help matters. People are angry with you. They are expecting you to respond to issues. Then somebody will ask a question and you go like, I don't know how many times we have to explain this. I mean, really? So for me, I keep making the same point that this is simply been a case of we have promised you heaven, and you have promised me heaven, and I'm not seeing the heaven in the real time that I want to see the heaven.
Absolutely.
And otherwise, I really don't think that
is the more palatable side of things. The more scathing side or the more sinister side are those, especially political actors, who want to tell fellow Ghanaians that you've been played, that this is all part of a grand scheme.
To say that there's a relationship somewhere that is being protected.
That you are all being played. You don't know what is going on, that you are actually just pawns in a bigger game, in a bigger scheme. That's now the brewing conversation.
Helen,
at the OSP.
do you think we would have been here if at the time that the OASP spoke to us about extradition of Ken ofori-Atta and actually delivered on that? Do you think we would have been where we are?
Well, I'm sure we'll...
So is there a grand plan? Is there a grand reception?
We'll have a proper conversation because... Apostle will join us here in a short bit. I'll just go for these quick spots of commercials, and then he'll join us a quick 10 minutes conversation. Then we pick phone calls as well. But let me talk to you about Rosebank International University. There's a world-class university right here in Ghana. Rosebank International University is a strong South African university, brand of the AdVTech Group, Africa's largest private education provider with 100